Hello, Seiiti Arata. So what is gratitude? The general idea of gratitude is one of the key concepts behind so many different types of therapies. If you know some cognitive, philosophical, religious, or even neuro-linguistic approaches, you will probably identify this concept. They don't always use the nomenclature gratitude, but many of their practices are related to gratitude. Happiness tends to stagnate at an equilibrium point. The person who wins the lottery can be very happy in the beginning, but over the years he or she will return to the average level of happiness before winning the lottery. And this also happens to people who suffer a serious accident. At first, that person may experience great misery, but after a few years, they return to their normal level of happiness. In short, this is called the hedonic adaptation or the hedonic treadmill effect. And this explains a little bit of the idea that we have a tendency to stay at a certain average level of happiness. When a very big event happens, we may feel some initial excitement, but after a while we return to our level of happiness that we had before. And there is even a genetic explanation for our natural, normal way of having happiness. Some people have a certain inclination, a genetic inclination to produce hormones that are linked to different levels of happiness. And that is why some people tend to be happier than others. But despite the genetic factor, there is also the behavioral aspect of things. And that's where we are going to concentrate. The practice of gratitude will be fundamental for this. So what is gratitude? Gratitude is the conscious acknowledgement of these unexpected implements of value in our experience. It's the moment when you say thank you. Then you recognize the positive things happening in your life unexpectedly. You can think of gratitude in many different ways. You can see gratitude as a positive feeling, for example, when somebody does something for you and you appreciate and you feel grateful for that person. Now, you can also see the gratitude in a broader aspect. It can also be the overall happiness that we feel for having things that we currently have. You can see the word gratitude coming from Latin, the root gratia, which is the same word for grace, which is a gift. And the gift is not only when it comes to you, it's also when you accept, when you acknowledge, when you value, when you externalize your joy, when you're demonstrating your gratitude. Gratitude is giving, and it's also learning how to receive. Gratitude can be manifested by any moment that you decide to be grateful. And one of the most interesting things about gratitude is the idea of the benefits that it has in our lives. Benefits of gratitude. There are some scientific studies that have sought to measure the impacts of gratitude on a daily basis. And in one of these studies, the participants spent the entire week writing a diary, but in this diary, they could only write positive things that were happening to them. And at the end of the week, when they were performing this act of gratitude, their level of happiness has increased. And the effect of this increase in happiness has continued even for the next 6 months. In another scientific study, cardiac risk patients began to keep a diary of gratitude, and over time, as they were cultivating this habit, they realized that their heart health had also improved. It was also found that stress levels decreased and sleep quality has increased. There are several other positive effects of gratitude, and to keep this video quick and objective, let's go for some practical tips, shall we? So take your notebook and we're going to do this together. You'll start implementing these tips to get a few benefits already. Practice gratitude. On a blank sheet of paper, write things for which you have gratitude. These can be things in your workplace, in relationships, in your personal life, and you can perform this activity every night, starting only 5 minutes of activity. Just do it now, do it for the next 7 days, and on the 7th day, read everything that you have been writing. Within this gratitude list that you created, you will notice that there are different types of gratitude. The second part of the activity is thinking about how you can express your gratitude also talking to other people. You can get in touch with them and show your gratitude. You can use your phone, you can use social media, you can even write a old-fashioned paper letter and send it through the mail. But if it's possible, I would strongly recommend that you actually meet this person and then you talk to them. And after you do all of this, go back to your notebook and write how was this experience for you. Practice your gratitude every night before you go to bed, and in this way you will direct your focus to review your day and identify what has been good. And when you're doing this gratitude, performing your thanks, you're putting your brain in a search mode when you're trying to identify the lessons, the examples of good things that happen in your life, the things that you are very happy about. And this kind of inspiration will help you to achieve more results. It will feed a certain type of a positive spiral in which you're going to have more and more gratitude, better choices, and better results. See, here in Arata Academy, we have this very simple video. It's pretty quick, just for you to have an idea how you can use gratitude in your life. There is so much more we can discuss, but if you only do this very simple activity from this video, it will help you a lot. And if you would like to go a little bit deeper into the subject, we have a new course called Personal Development, in which you're going to use your gratitude and abundance to change a lot of things in your life. And if you want to see a little bit more, you can visit the link arata.se/personal development.